What's up, what's up? It's your boy Corey B. So today I want to talk to you about procrastination. What you're doing, what you should be doing, and ideally what you want to be doing. Okay, so we all suffer from these problems. We all have had conflicts with procrastination from time to time. We have an idea that comes in our head and we ultimately get in our own way. This is not an abnormal or uncommon thing, but it is something that needs to be addressed so you can overcome it. If you're trying to build a business, if you've had an idea for a business, what's holding you back from, beginning to implement it and get it going? Like, people get these ideas and it's like, well, I have this idea, but I want to make sure everything's perfect, or I'm not sure how it's going to play out, or I need to get A, B, and C before I can really get things going. That's not the case. It's just really not. Like, yeah, obviously there's certain things for certain kinds of businesses that need to be in place, but ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, most businesses, I really want to say all businesses, just because I can't think of one that's not the case, but you can either be reading, learning, you could be researching, you could be planning, you can really be getting something going. You could be doing something. Doing nothing and just hoping things are going to line up, that's never going to happen. And this doesn't just apply to, like, if you're trying to run your own business or build your own business. Like, people have jobs. You've been working at a job for a couple years now. You've been working at a job for a long time. Maybe you've been promoted, maybe you haven't been, but ultimately maybe you've been there long enough that you can see things that are going a certain way and that they ultimately could be done better. They could be done more productively, more efficiently, but you haven't said nothing because of what? Because you think it's not your place, because maybe you're not sure what the best idea is. Ultimately, yeah, you should never go to a supervisor and say, hey, we got a problem, but I got no idea how to fix it. Ultimately, you should give it some thought and figure out how to fix it. Presenting solutions opposed to presenting problems is always going to be better for you if this is a job in a company that you want to move up in. With that being said, there's something that can be done. Again, you could be learning, you could be studying, you could be researching, you could be trying to figure out, okay, how could I make this happen more efficiently? Like I said, maybe you already have an idea, and if you already have an idea, either speak up and tell somebody, or take it upon yourself and begin to implement said solution. Depending on, whose toes you might be stepping on, supervisors tend to see that kind of initiative as a good thing. So if you're going to be able to take initiative and implement a solution to a problem that they weren't even, realizing that was a problem yet, this is good. This is good for the company. This is good for the business. This is good for them. And this is good for you. Or me. Or you. This is going to change things. Okay. This goes so far beyond this, because this is just a situation with life. Like I said, procrastination doesn't just take place in your job or your business. It really is all around us. How many of us, have had that thing, that closet, the garage, the thing that they needed to clean out, they needed to organize, they needed to situate, and they've continued to make excuses for why. Now, this is not me beating you up and saying, oh, go get your house in order, because obviously nobody's house is perfect. I'm saying if it's something that's dwelling on you, it's weighing on you, it's something that's in your way, get it out of your way. Like I said, this is something I've even have to tell myself at times with my business. I've had to tell myself this, just to keep myself on track. And this is something that I had a client for a long time that it was definitely a big focus. They wanted to only do the things that were making them money. So if it didn't make cash, it was completely unnecessary. But the thing is them having an organizational system with their inventory and stuff produced more productivity and efficiency, which produced more cash flow. They couldn't seem to see that. They would call me and say, hey, Corey, I need your help. Can you come down here and help me get some stuff situated? We'll work out some contract labor situation. I did it off and on while I was going through school several times. I was putting myself through college, and I helped out several times with contract labor with different people. And this one guy was a big client who, like I said, I worked with a lot. I did it off and on for several years, probably about 5 years. I would go down, I would situate things, I would organize things. I'd be like, okay, this is your flow. This is how you keep things going. And within 2 months after me bouncing, he would lose that organization. He would say, and when he'd call me, he'd say, things are amiss again, I need you to come back. I'm like, well, why did you let that happen? You're wasting money paying me to come back and fix this stuff when I already fixed it once. You shouldn't, I mean, I appreciate the money, but why are you wasting money? I'm trying to help you be more successful. And he continued to see it as, why am I wasting time on that when that's not earning me money? This is earning me money. This is what I'm doing. That isn't earning me. I get it. But if you hire someone on a regular basis to keep things situated, or if you keep things on a regular flow, paying me to come down and situate it all again, it ultimately gets to the point where you're losing money, or it's slowing down productivity, which is the loss of funds. It's a loss of cash flow. It's a decrease in your financial gain. This is something that you've got to get under control. Okay, like I said, this goes to so many different aspects, and it's just a matter of where it is that's affecting you. Have you been telling yourself, I'm going to start a Bible study, but haven't actually sat down and cracked it? Have you been telling yourself that you really want to learn more, I don't know, about investing, but never crack a book? Have you been telling yourself, you know what, I'd really like to spend some me time and read that book my brother got me for Christmas last year, but it's almost Christmas again? Okay, these are things that we continue to put off, but you've got to take a moment and do the things that are necessary. Do the things that you want in life. Stop allowing things to get in your way. Stop being held back. Like I said, it could be something silly. It could be something small. It could be something simple. But if it's something that's causing a distraction, if it's something that's hindering you, if it's something that you just need, like you need 5 minutes of me time, you need to go sit down for half an hour and read a book. You need to ultimately learn a trade, a skill, something that you've been telling yourself you're going to do for a long time now. Why haven't you done it? How often have you sat down and had a great meal with your spouse and enjoyed like some deep, conversation on another level, like not just idle conversation, like we're having dinner and how was your day? Oh, my day was this. Oh, that's great. Well, I did this today. I did that. Okay, those are all important things. You need to be conversing with your spouse. You need to be letting them know what your day was like and how things were going, because they need to be engaged and know what's going on in your day, and you need to be able to get the things that are burdening you off your chest. Okay, this is a cycle that needs to happen, but there needs to be more. You need to dive deeper. Okay, you need to dive deeper in your relationship with your spouse. You need to dive deeper in your relationship with God. You need to dive deeper in your relationship with a business partner that you're trying to develop things with. Okay, there's this thing, and I'm gonna bring something to you, but this is not something that's mine. I don't want to take credit for it, but I'm posing it to you as I want you to understand that I'm not taking credit, because I'm posing it to you in my own ideas, but it's something that's been around for so long, and so many people have tried to teach this principle, and so many people can't wrap their head around it. It's isolation breeds focus. It does. Okay, so if you can really take yourself out of your situation, out of the daily rat race, out of your life, out of the distractions of your neighbors, your friends, your everything that's going on, and say, I'm going to go over here for 4 months. For 4 months, I'm just going to live by myself. Or, if you're married and you got kids, take them with you, obviously. I'm not telling you to abandon your family. But this is a connection, okay? This is an opportunity to rebuild that focus. Okay, so me and my wife and my boys, we're going to go over here and we're going to spend 4 months and we're going to really dive into each other, growing as a family unit, growing and developing what being Bayless is all about, what me and Kimberly is all about, what me and Colton and me and Corey and what Corey and Colton, we're going to develop these connections deeper because we need it. Because we love each other. We want a stronger, firmer foundation on love and connection with each other. Okay, like I said, you may not have kids, you may not have a wife, or you may not have a husband. You may just be a single person, but you may be someone who needs to get away from everybody and all the distractions of what's going on in the world. Get away from your phone, get away from your nonsense, get away from your computer, your neighbors, your friends, whatever. I'm not even telling you to take a vacation. You can just lock your door, stay in your bedroom. Give yourself some space, though. This is what you need. And if you have a business partner, both of you happen to be single, and both of you are trying to grow a new business, maybe it's a chance for y'all to get away together. Go stay on the coast, go stay in, whatever. And maybe a lot of people can't just disappear for 4 months. That's the thing. Most people can't. And even those who can won't. Because what am I going to miss while I'm gone? I don't want to be gone. I don't want to, who's going to need me? Who's going to try to reach me? This pandemic, and I don't want to make light of what happened. The people, I lost friends. I lost family. People died. And some people lost their jobs. And I know some people who lost their jobs. But the thing is, over this time, over these last few months, several months, last year and a half, I have expressed to people on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, I've expressed to people, take this time, take the blessing that it is of you being isolated, and capitalize on this moment to grow deeper in yourself with your connections right here. And so many people responded to me in complaints of what they were losing. And it wasn't the people who lost family. It wasn't the people who lost jobs. Oddly enough, the people who lost family and jobs were the ones who responded to me and told me this was a great idea. Who responded to me and told me how their heart, how we touched each other and we connected better. It was the ones who really had nothing tangible that you could say that they lost. Those are the ones who reached out and complained to me, oh, well, I'm being stripped of everything right now. I can't go to my favorite bar. I can't go to my church. I can't go to this. I can't even go to HEB. They make me put on a mat. Like, everybody wanted to talk about what they lost. Nobody wanted to take a minute to focus on what they gained. And now the pandemic's not over, but it's coming closer to an end. And now that it's coming closer to an end and things are getting back to normal, we got jobs open, we got businesses open, we've got restaurants and churches and clubs and everything. And so now people are like, oh, well, I was like, so what did you do during that time? Well, I don't know. I was like, so what are you going to do now? Oh, I'm heading to work. What is your excuse? Stop making excuses. What is causing you to not take action right now? Stop being that guy. Stop being that person. Take action today. Do something different. I say this with love and respect to all of y'all. Do something different. Take action and stop waiting. It's not going to happen for you. You've got to do it. It's your boy, Corey B. I'm going to hit you again later.